That's how we worship.
Worship that ass.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the New Tribe, and we're bringing you the new real.
The new real!
Yeah, where we keep it raw and rugged, right here, right now.
Guys, special night tonight.
Yes.
We are finishing up the NF Mansion album. Finally, guys.
Yes.
It's taken longer than what we thought it was going to because we veered off and we've started in on some Tom McDonald stuff.
Yep.
And then, of course, we try to keep up on our faves like Token and Joyner Lucas and Hobson and, all those guys. So it's kind of tough to devote the time and actually wait to do the songs, you know what I mean? Because we just want to listen to them, but
that's how we used to do it before we started a channel, and we don't have the best patience, neither one of us. That's something we could both work on, but obviously you're helping us work on that.
Absolutely.
We have to wait until we do it with you guys.
Tonight we're going to show you guys, we're going to exercise our lack of patience, and we're going to do a two-for, guys.
Yay!
You're
two
getting
for one, guys.
2 songs, 1 video. We're going to go through the last 2 tracks on the Mansion album, which is I'll Keep On featuring Jeremiah Carlson.
Yep. And then Can You Hold Me
featuring Britt Nicole.
Yep.
Okay, and Jeremiah Carlson is apparently from the band The Never Claim, a contemporary Christian band, and Britt Nicole was or is a pop Christian artist, which I didn't even know they did Christian pop.
I didn't either.
So that's awesome. I can't wait to hear these guys. And I'm thinking that NF, with his artistic mind and the stuff that he's been able to come up with on the stuff that we've seen, as of yet, we're not going to be.
And just how deep
we're not going to be disappointed in his choice of features. I mean, he picked Hobson, so come on, guys.
I know.
Come on,
that's
you know what I mean?
what got us hopping on this shit. So.
But before we get into the music, we want to take a few moments to give a special shout out to one of our subscribers.
Yes.
We're going to do our best to not butcher your name. If we get it wrong, I'm so sorry, but it is, what is it?
Ima. I-M-A.
It's either Ima or Maya, I think is the last name, or the first name. Not sure, guys.
Yes. We'll put it across.
We're going to put it up on the screen right here.
Yes.
That way you guys, can butcher it yourself. But she was awesome enough to send some, like send
us a little care package.
Yeah, a little goodie bag.
Yes.
And it had
she's a Scorpio OG. Yes. That's how we've connected. She heard me talking about astrology and how I'm a Scorpio, and we have connected since she was a subscriber, since her day one.
You get them Scorpios together and they start getting that power, you know what I mean? They start charging it up, guys. You got to beware, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and speaking of power, she sent us some beautiful crystals.
Beautiful crystals. She actually put the meanings of them on some cards and stuff for us, which is super awesome the way she did that. She
cute and creative.
She sent us some pins, some coasters.
Scorpio constellation right there, and it said, "Thanks for all the work you do on your channel. I appreciate you."
That's awesome.
Guys, this means so much, and it really, really does give us the motivation to keep going. Yeah. We would do this anyway because we love it, but the community that we have built in such a short time with such amazing people has really been mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
It really
and it's crazy that she took the time out of her day. And
oh, yeah, she sent me this little diffuser bracelet. It's beautiful.
And
I love it.
Hey, what is it?
Eucalyptus
essential oil. Yeah, the bracelet. It's like a little diffuser deal.
Yes.
So now she can
And
smell good
eucalyptus
because
it helps with treats dry cough and curbs allergies, removes unpleasant odors, relieves exhaustion and relaxes muscles, which I definitely need.
And
supports a healthy immune system and a natural insect repellent.
You guys wouldn't know,
perfect for summertime.
But she definitely needs to diffuse those odors over here.
And these stones that she picked. I mean, I haven't really dug into crystals that much. I'm more into astrology. And once you start digging into those types of subjects that you haven't been taught your whole life and you have to teach yourself, it can take a long time to study up and get good at, a certain thing.
It's really awesome. Guys, apparently she does she has like a little business or shop that she does, so we wanted to go ahead and take the time and give her a shout out. It's like the makings of Mama Maya or Mama Mia. I'm not sure
I think
how
she
to
was
pronounce.
playing off the Mama Mia
right.
thing. So cute. I love that.
We're gonna throw it up for you on the screen. That way you guys can check it out. But it is handmade decor for any event or space, guys.
How awesome is that?
And we will link.
I love that.
We will link the website that she put on here in our description box below. So those of you that want, you can go and check it out and give her a shout and tell her she's awesome, because
she is awesome.
She is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You sweet human being. I love you.
And guys, while we're on the subject, our Patreon up and running.
Yes.
We got some cool shit going on over there.
Some fun shit.
Some fun stuff. We're starting a Throwback Thursday coming up, well, next Thursday, guys. And what we are going to do is, those of you that decide to go over to Patreon, and if you want to support the channel in that way, there's different tiers and you get different perks. One of them being shout outs on the channel, one of them being the ability to vote on our Throwback Thursday polls, so you guys can help us decide what songs we're going to react to
on the upcoming
Throwback Thursdays. And you could even pick what song we react to in a video if you want. But guys, go over to Patreon, check that out. It's awesome.
It is awesome, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I cannot wait to get started.
Absolutely. You ready to do this, baby?
I'm ready to do it.
Let's
finish
guys.
this Mansion album so we can move on to what, therapy sessions?
Therapy sessions next. Yeah. Let's do it. All right, guys. So we know this one's gonna be kind of a little bit longer of a video. So get your popcorn, get your candy bars, smack your old lady, whatever you got to do to get settled in.
Oh, these hands are tired.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So this is Jeremiah.
Oh, this heart is tired.
Wow.
Oh, this soul is tired. But I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on.
Guys, this guy's got an amazing voice. It's got like a folk vibe to it.
And what's funny is I joked because you never know with NF what kind of genre he's going to be, feeling on that song or whatever, especially with this Mansion album. It's kind of been all different types of genres and singing and rapping and all just different styles. And I joked and said, I'm waiting for a country version of a song now. I wouldn't be surprised. I was just joking,
This is dang near it right here, guys, with the folkish.
Yes.
With
the guitar.
I'm a huge fan of acoustic guitar, and I'm even a country fan, guys.
We love country
Those
music.
of you wouldn't guess it by our channel, but I've been to just as many country concerts as I have hip hop. So
we love all genres of music.
Absolutely.
We do not discriminate.
I'll keep on, I'll keep on. Faith is something I'm not accustomed to. I'm trusting other people, something I don't really love to do. I've never been a fan of it. I act tougher. Really, my shoulders, they ain't built for this, and I don't have nothing. It's like I'm standing in the rain, and you offer me a raincoat. But I would rather stand and wring it wet than take the hand out. What's wrong with me? You said you've always got your hands out, and I cannot continue on my own, so take my hands now. I give you everything, God, not just a little bit. Take it from me. I am nothing but a hypocrite. I hate sin, but I
wow, guys. So
goosebumps already.
Yeah, I'm already.
Yes.
I'm feeling it, guys. A lot of what he's saying, man. The one thing about NF that I'm gonna continue to say.
He can interpret feelings and thoughts into words and art so well. Can he not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Those emotions and those feelings that you have a hard time articulating, this guy does it.
Or even being able to understand.
Yeah,
because some people, they can't even understand it enough to be able to try to articulate it.
It's like he does it.
Emotions can be fickle like that.
It's like he does it with ease, and it's mind blowing.
Nothing but a hypocrite. I hate sin, but I built a house and I still live in it. Afraid to open up the door till you let you into it. My soul is lost, and what it needs is your direction. I know I've told you I do not need your protection, but I lied to you. This thing is tiring, and man was not created for it. God, please retire me now.
These hands are tired.
Wow.
Oh, this heart is tired.
Ooh, his voice.
Oh, this soul is tired. But I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on. I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on.
I love the way he.
I love some good folk too.
Yeah, I love the way he does where he throws the pitch up
with the heart.
Yes,
I love that.
Damn near get chills every time he does that, guys. That's
from
that's
my head
amazing.
down to my toes, goosey.
He's done. Once again, NF, clap my cheeks over here. Yep. He has literally been able to show me things that. Not that I didn't think was possible, but that I didn't think was, I guess, out there at that level yet.
Right.
And with him...
Something we might have not even thought about.
Right, with him...
That's how innovation works.
Him crossing as many genres as he has.
And we love when genres can merge,
He should be commended for his efforts of just the genres that he has spanned in this album alone, and this was his freshman album, so you know what I mean. The fact that he goes from rap to hip hop to pop to gospel,
and he
all
always
in
has
one.
a little bit of rap in each one that he does. So that's obviously his core. His core craft and what he wants to really, shine at. And we've seen that with the mixtape, too.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on.
Yeah, trust is something I am not accustomed to. And I know the Bible says that I should always trust in you. But I will never read that book enough. And when I have a question, I don't take the time to look it up or pick it up. It collects dust on my nightstand. I'm just being honest, please take this out of my hands. I have no control, I am just a person. But thank the Lord that I serve a God that's perfect. I do not deserve the opportunity you've given me.
Wow. This guy's... First of all, his
the chorus behind,
his convictions are nothing short of inspiring,
and his ability to be so vulnerable. Especially with being a man, because they can be, hyper masculinized or whatever how you say that word. Society does that a lot, and he is so vulnerable. He shows and how to do it in a way that's not so destructive. You know what I mean?
Because
a
lot
that
of
needs
to be a theme.
Yes,
it really does. It needs to be a theme.
Men need healthy outlets to be able to express themselves and know that they're safe doing it.
That's right. It's hard as a man to witness other men be stuck in such a masculine prison to where it almost hinders their ability to be the best version of themselves.
They'll be so stagnant with their ego that they don't even see that the ego is is the wall that's keeping them from getting to a higher purpose in life.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of masculine, I guess traits. I am a man, so it's natural. But I have made it a point to grow up in tune with the feminine and to try to be in touch with with my feminine side and my emotions
Same
and that
with
stuff
here, with my
as much as possible.
Yes. You gotta have balance in life.
You do, and
really
it is a work in progress, especially you know when you're crossing those boundaries and feeling feelings and emotions and stuff that you know are alien to you.
And being spiritual has helped us both
Absolutely.
honestly become to be even being able to see another side of ourselves that's the opposite of what we're used to and the opposite of what society says to be. Being spiritual has really it's just opened us up, and it's really created a more awareness in our lives with ourselves and our surroundings.
Absolutely.
Lord, that I serve a God is perfect. I do not deserve the opportunity you've given me. I never knew what freedom was until I learned what prison means. I am not ashamed. I don't care if they remember me. My life will always have a hole if you are not the centerpiece. Take me out of bondage. Take all of my pride. If I don't have a savior, I don't have nothing inside. Take all of my lust. Take all of my lies. There's no better feeling than when I look in the sky in your eyes. It's amazing.
Oh, these hands are tired.
Yeah, now it's got that big full chorus.
This heart is tired. Oh, this soul is tired. But I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on. I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on. Ooh, oh, oh.
Wow, that's awesome, guys.
Oh my gosh, we are getting up in some worship in here.
It's almost hard to stop it in that spot.
Yes, we're gonna take it back.
We're gonna take it back a little bit to feel that the way that he did once again. This is what separates professionals from amateurs, guys. You know, people will listen to this and you know they can think this is simplistic. I'm sorry. You know, he's not dropping crazy bars, crazy metaphors. You know, there's no really big beat behind it and complex bass lines or anything like that. It's simplistic in its structure, but
compared to usual hip hop.
But the way that they have structured the build in the song all the way up into that chorus where they beat, you know, the first couple choruses were big, but they were still kind of calm, you know, with the one voice, and now they've really beefed it up in this going into that bridge.
Theatrical, because he's very theatrical, not with just his words and how he emphasizes how he flows. It's just his songs in general. It's like when you write a story, you have the beginning, middle, and end. He does that in his songs, and you can tell what part you're in each time. And if you're thinking about it, but if you're not, you're just living in it, and it's a full-on experience. It's like a cinematic experience in your ears.
Let's take it back to where the bridge comes in, and
let's get down.
Yeah, let's feel
it. I'll keep on. Ooh, oh,
like I said, going into this, man, I'm literally not at all surprised that he picked such a badass feature.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
My
That guy's voice is great, man.
Yes.
I would like to see him do some more stuff with him.
And I love how this wasn't like just a like all out flow in this one. This was almost like a spoken like word.
Almost like a spoken word song.
Poem kind of thing, like slam poetry a little bit.
It had
I like that.
It had a bit, the rhyme scheme to it,
Yes.
but it was very simplistic and it was more message driven, which, NF kills those.
Yes, he does.
You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for
Bar of the Day.
Bar of the Day, guys, aka Lyric of the Day.
Yeah.
Depending on what genre we're in, when we crossing swords
or I guess
over here.
we would say Scripture of the Day today.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first on this one, guys, because mine is first in line, and normally I'm a gentleman. I take my coat off and put it over the puddle so the lady don't get her shoes wet. But this time, she's gonna take her dress off, and I mean, this time I'm gonna go first. Let's just put it that way, guys. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to do the bar. It's in the first verse, and it says. It's like I'm standing in the rain and you offer me a raincoat, but I would rather stand there and get wet than take the hand out. The reason I picked that, guys, that honestly describes me.
Yeah. Describes both of us,
in
honestly.
a nutshell, yes, it does.
We both we came up in families that they weren't really supportive whenever you
at all.
Whenever you came to ask for help, even when you're little, and that's what you're supposed to do, and that's who's supposed to guide you and help you. Even if they did help, it was always, well, you owe me this, or you're killing me, or you're doing this, and make you feel ashamed for asking for the help. Yeah. And just it makes you not even want to ask for the help at all.
Yeah.
And both of us came from families
we're not
like that.
so prideful that we can't, ask for help if we
ask
need
each other
it,
for help all the time.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be, I don't know where I would be in life. She helps me on a daily basis, honestly, on a minute by minute basis.
We keep each other in check.
I'm not, I'm not above saying that. I'm not going to act like I do this all on my own because, it wouldn't be possible. But to go and ask other people, even if in our situation, family, it'd be like asking strangers, and that could be a daunting task just in itself, whether they turned you down or not. For people like us, we are actually introverts, and
believe it or not,
the way he puts it in this song is it's a great example, and it needs to be looked at by everybody. And
he does great analogies.
Absolutely. And this is something that most people could work on, because you need to be able to feel comfortable, reaching out for help when you need it, because pride can be a damning thing.
Exactly. And as humanity, we're supposed to be able to come together and be the human race.
Okay, guys, we're going to do this a little bit different. We're not going to go back and re-listen to the bar like we normally do, to kind of shave a little bit of time off since we're doing a double. We're going to go straight in to the beautiful Brittany's Bar of the Day, and we're going to see what hers is.
Mine is, I never knew what freedom was until I learned what prison means. I am not ashamed. I don't care if they remember me.
I was actually, I was eyeballing that bar myself, because it was literally a coin flip.
That was one of the most powerful moments in the song for me. And this whole song was powerful, but this one really, really spoke to me personally, because I've went through this, because I relate to it in more of a mental, emotional type of way, like internally, because I didn't know what my freedom was until I lost it through depression and mental illness, like panic attacks, and didn't even know what the hell it was. My mind couldn't take anymore, and we're not educated on these things in our society. People think depression is sadness. No, you'd give anything to feel sadness. It's numbness, it's grayness, it's just nothingness, and it's a very scary place, and you end up in a prison that you locked yourself in.
Absolutely.
Yes, it can be because of external, things that are going on, like people and just family and stuff like that. That's why it's so important to make sure that who you have in your life, what you have in your life, what you're consuming mentally is what is right for you and what is going to help you grow in life and not holding you back and causing you stress, because you never know. It's that one last thing that's going to take you over that edge, and then your mind is not going to be yours anymore, and you're going to be locked in the prison that you put yourself into.
Absolutely, guys.
And I'm not ashamed, he says that, and that I don't care if they remember me. You get to that point, especially after you fight off such a darkness like that and you get past it, and that's when I had my spiritual awakening, was through all of that as well. Or I thought I was spiritual before, but I spoke it more. I was conditioned with more religion rather than being actually spiritual myself. And I'm very, very spiritual now, and I'm very, very connected now. And you get to that point where you don't care what the outside thinks and if they remember you at all, because that's not what matters. Yeah. What matters is your life and your purpose and your connection with the source energy that brought you here.
Guys, both of those bars are a great example of what we as human beings can look inward on and work on to, hopefully polish up, and nobody's perfect. And, you can always work on yourself to get to becoming a better you.
Exactly.
All right, guys, go down in the comment section, hit it with the hashtag BOTD, and let us know what your bar of the day was, and let us know why. Now, you guys are going to have 2 jobs to do. You're going to have to let us know what the bar of the day was for this track and for the next one coming up. So make sure when you're putting your comment down, you identify which one that came from, so everybody knows, guys. Are you ready to get into the next one?
I'm ready.
All right, guys, let's do the next NF track.
I can't wait to see what genre it's going to be this time.
I know.
It's
all right,
track
guys.
number 2, the very last track of the Mansion album.
We're getting like a double dose, man.
I know.
Like it's usually we have to do our reaction to one of NF songs, and then we got to go and we wait for days before we get to hear another one because we listened to them for the first time with you guys. So now we get to do 2 tonight.
It's exciting.
I'm pumped,
And it was with Christian artists, both of them. So I'm really curious to see the differences in each song and if they will even have anything to do with spirituality, religion, all of that.
Absolutely.
The
okay,
last
guys.
one did, so that was some fun worship up in here. I hope that we end with some even more fun worship.
This one is Can You Hold Me, featuring Britt Nicole. And like we said, she is
the Britneys.
She's a contemporary pop Christian artist.
Yep.
So let's see. So this is the last, guys, officially the last track from the Mansion album.
And a lot of people have suggested this one.
Yeah, and we get to end it with this, and then we're going on to therapy sessions. So
how exciting.
Let's do it, guys. Ooh, it's one of them.
Piano.
That piano, man.
We love a good piano.
Wow.
Beautiful.
It feels like a tear in my heart, like a part of me missing, and I just can't feel it. I've tried and I've tried.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
Oh my.
And I've tried.
Wow, guys. So that's 2 That's 2 tracks in a row from features that literally gave me chills in the first 4 lines. Their voices, Jeremiah's in the last track, and this one, she has got.
Oh my gosh, hers is very angelic.
Absolutely. I know it's going to be a weird comparison, but when it came in, I got a little bit of Evanescence vibe.
Yeah, she's got a very angelic
voice. You know what I mean?
That
like
real
just
high-pitched,
the tone. Obviously, it's not thrash or anything.
And for
like
it to be that high pitched and still be so articulate
and clear.
Yes, and clear.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
And still have so much emotion in it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
And I've tried.
The echo.
Tears on my face, I can't take it. If lonely's a taste, then it's all that I'm tasting. Do you hear my cry?
NF!
I cry.
Ooh, them together.
Wow. their voices go so good together.
And for hers to be so high pitched,
and
oh my gosh,
they're not harmonizing like you would think. Most people would do, and they're not blending their voices. They're honestly on top of each other, and it sounds so freaking good.
Yes, their voices just go together like him and I go together in life, yin and yang, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Just wrap me in your arms, in your arms. I don't wanna be nowhere else. Take me from the dark, from the dark. I ain't gonna make it myself. Put your arms around me, put your arms around me. Let your love surround me. I am lost, I am lost. If I ain't got you, yeah, if I ain't got you, I ain't got nothing at all.
Now this is some theatrical music,
this
guys.
I was just thinking this needs to be in some kind of Disney movie.
Yeah,
where
this
like
is
the
some
big
theatrics,
moment happens
guys.
in the movie. Oh my gosh! Like when the princess and the poor boy come together and they finally get to be in love.
Right?
Yes. Oh my
like
gosh!
Our story.
No.
The poor boy and the princess.
No.
Guys, the part where he switched and the bass starts dropping in. First of all, if you guys ain't heard this in headphones, y'all don't know what you're missing.
Oh my
you need
gosh,
to listen to it
it's
in
an
headphones.
experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
all of NF's songs are like that.
Of course, he comes in with the unorthodox kind of a mix between flow and sing, which is
kind of a spoken word type of thing.
Spoken word style, and then that amazing build.
Yes.
That was textbook,
oh my gosh,
over the top build.
Yes.
And it was so
and they're
theatrical.
not saying a whole lot, but they don't have to. It's their voices and their emotion and just that build said it all. As he's really showcasing just his ability to go, in so many different directions with his voice.
Being able to keep up with her. I mean, she's obviously a powerhouse. That just says something all in itself.
I know. He obviously had to have confidence when he was like, I want her. He was like, he had to be like up in there with his vocal coach, really, really practicing.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's just me, like it's just me. What it gonna take, what it gonna be, I don't even know. But I'm lonely, feel like I don't even know me, I don't even know me. Gotta have you, gotta see you.
You're the only thing I ever think about, the only one that I can live
Gotta see you.
I need you to hold me now.
If I ain't got you, if I ain't got you, yeah, I ain't got nothing if I ain't got you. I ain't got you. If I ain't got you, I'm lonely. If I ain't with you, I'm lonely. I'm lonely. I need you.
Wow, guys,
Oh my gosh!
That's
These
nuts.
goosebumps ain't leaving. I feel goosebumps on my soul right now. Oh my gosh! I don't even know what's happening right now. Are we even in this dimension? Are we? Oh my gosh!
That was
Oh.
I'm
gonna be listening to this on a regular basis, even if this isn't my choice of genre. I would listen to more songs like this if they were structured
just
like this.
Just the feeling, that the emotion that he puts off. Sorry guys, I'm messing with my headphones. My son actually broke my headphones playing with him down here the other day. So
Dad's a softie and can't say no to the $150 headphones.
Yeah, my last pair of headphones. So if my earpiece falls off and just dangles here, that's why. But it's very rare that I'm speechless like this. You know what I mean? Like this.
Oh my gosh.
Just the way that they did that all together, the beat, first of all, the way the music was just harmonizing, going into the hook and the build and the drop into the fast, the fast music behind it, and then when he started going and she had her her voice
Echoes.
behind,
Kind of
you know what I
echoing
mean?
what
Like
he
kind
was
of going
saying.
back
Yes.
and forth. Really, it
Yes.
got a lot of the Evanescence vibe, except for obviously it was a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't quite the rock style, but it
Yes.
was a lot cleaner. That was legit, guys. I'm
It was
very
beautiful.
very surprised this didn't do
That this didn't get a
like
video.
huge. Yeah, like I'm
We
surprised.
would love to hear both this and the last song live, which we know he's put his tour dates out. How awesome is that everything's going back to normal, guys, especially
Absolutely.
with live music.
We are going
Nothing
to
like it.
try to make it to the Maryland Heights, Missouri show, guys. So
Unfortunately, he doesn't have one that's very close to us. That would just be like go to a concert and come back home type of thing. It's actually closer to where we used to live, which is 6 hours away.
that's where we used to go to all of our concerts.
So-
we used to live an hour from there, and now we're about 4 or 5 hours away from there. So.
Yeah, but we're probably going to make a whole getaway out of it and probably go.
Yeah, so you guys let us know. Hit us up in the email if you guys are going to make the Maryland Heights show, and maybe we could do a little meetup, little meet and greet. That would be awesome.
That'd be so fun.
All right, let's see what they got in store
But
for the
what I was
last
saying
little
is
bit.
I would love to hear these live.
Absolutely.
I need you. I need you.
Feel like it's just me, like it's just me. What it gon' take, what it gon' be? I don't even know. But I'm lonely. Feel
Yeah,
like
go
I don't
ahead,
even
Ab.
know me. Feels like I don't even know me. I don't even know me.
Wow, guys.
With that piano back at the end. Oh, hoo, hoo.
It is such a good job on that
gosh.
one. A round of applause.
What a good ending to the Mansion album.
That was great.
Both of these last two songs have blown our minds, obviously.
Yeah.
And they were two completely different songs. And yes, this one could have been taken as a spiritual, like, Christian type of song.
Oh, absolutely.
But it could also be interpreted like a relationship type of song,
as a
especially since there's a guy and a girl.
All right, guys. Very rarely do you get to go down to Bar the Daytown
Yeah.
twice in one video, but this time y'all get to, and so do we. We are actually gonna do it a little bit different this time, guys. Both of us are going to take the same bar.
Yeah. But this song didn't have a whole lot of lyrics in it.
Yeah.
It was more about just the theatrics, the build,
feeling and the emotion in it, yes.
Yes, the harmonizing of their
Which
voices.
was intense, all period.
Yeah, it didn't need a lot.
Yeah. But as far as that goes, ours is going to be Tears on My Face, I Can't Take It. If lonely is a taste, then that's all that I'm tasting.
That's so powerful, what he's saying.
Yeah, and it's like a little one-liner.
Yep.
And
He's good at those.
absolutely. And if lonely is a taste, then that's all that I'm tasting. That's deep, guys.
Yeah.
That's so honestly sad in a lot of ways if you think about it. To hear somebody, refer to their emotions or what they're feeling in that sense, the tears on his face.
Yep.
And
I can't
if
take
lonely
it.
is a taste, then that's all that I'm tasting. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
So I mean,
Nobody should
obviously-
feel lonely in
Right,
life.
and if you think about being lonely, though, we've all felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it so much before I met him, and I was getting hopeless as well because just I didn't think that my person was going to be out there.
Yeah.
And especially seeing how my generation was, I was 12 years younger than him, and I just was feeling a little hopeless about that. But it does make you feel like that's the only thing that you're going to feel.
Absolutely.
Because it is so... It's so magnified, loneliness is.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about depression and how it's numbness and it's nothingness. Loneliness is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It makes you feel on a level
You
like
feel
steroids.
so much, yes.
It takes over
it's
your
like
whole being.
it's an overdose of emotion.
Yes, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's very intense, guys. And I want to take this time to let you guys know that we have an email, and it is officialnewtribe@
gmail.com.
And if any of you guys are lonely, reach out to us.
Yes.
And give us a shout. Tell us what your bar of the day is. We can chit chat.
Exactly.
If we don't get back to you right off the bat, give us a little bit of time because we do have jobs and
we are not
kids
rejecting
and
you. We promise.
all of that. Yes, we're doing our best. We're actually filtering through all of our comments that we missed when we had to take the last time off. So we are getting to it, but we don't feel like anybody should be lonely out there. And if you guys need somebody to talk to, there's two of us here. We like to talk, obviously.
We understand how you can be lonely in this world, though, especially with the pandemic and how it happened. I think loneliness and just mental health kind of took a shit, honestly, with everyone. And it's not always easy to come out and talk. Yes, there's a mental health movement going on, but yet people still want to look at you like, oh, lock this person up in the mental home because, something's wrong with them, instead of just looking at them as a person and having compassion and empathy and saying, how can I help you?
Absolutely.
Let me be an ear to listen. Let me be a friend to help.
Absolutely.
That's what we're supposed to do for one another, guys.
All right, guys.
Yep.
That was it. That was the Mansion album.
Yep.
We're
done.
Are done with it.
Can you believe it? High five.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, it is.
Because that was his freshman album. That was, I feel
like when I see my kids growing up each year, it's so bittersweet.
Yeah, you're proud,
I'm like,
but
thank
you're sad
God,
a little bit at
because
the
we're
same
gonna be
time.
able to retire soon and be able to go do our own thing. But then
at
I'm
the
just
same
like, wait a
time,
minute,
it's
they're
like-
not gonna be there with us though.
Yeah.
And it's
it is.
Bittersweet's another weird emotion.
The sweet part is therapy sessions up next, and I've heard that it's super intense. I've heard that, and what isn't intense that comes
and how
from
many
NF?
more do we have after that of his
Oh,
albums?
there's Perception,
Therapy
the Search,
Session, and
and then we
Well,
did the
he's coming up.
and
this
we
year.
did the mixtape.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, we
it's-
still have plenty to do.
Oh yeah, we've got a
and
lot.
NF will keep making
a lot of
amazing
fun
music.
NF tracks coming up, guys. We've got a lot of Tom McDonald stuff coming out. We've got some Joyner stuff. We got all kinds of fun stuff. So if you haven't subscribed, you better do it.
Yes, it's free. Literally nothing in this world is free. So you better take the opportunity to go ahead and subscribe before YouTube starts charging for that
Absolutely,
as well.
because it's crazy. But
Make
guys,
sure you ring the bell too, so you can make it to all of our premieres if you would like to do that.
yeah, they're fun.
Yes,
they're
they are
litty.
fun.
We
Yeah.
like getting in there with you guys, having the conversation, talking about anything and everything while the video's going.
Yes.
So if you haven't
we
made
look forward
one,
to it every day.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If you haven't made one, try to make one. We're playing around with different times to see what works best for the numbers. During the weekend, they tend to go a little bit later in the evening, but through the week, we're trying to hit them around 2-3 Central Time. So we look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. We love each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. I can't say enough good things about what we got going on here, and it's all because of you guys.
Yes.
You guys make it happen. So thank you guys very much.
Yes, we are so full of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Because of you guys.
We know this was a long one. Thank you for hanging out with us this long with 2 tracks. But guys, that was worth it. Those,
It was.
I mean, let's give some credit to NF for putting out such awesome music that can bring all of us together and have this kind of
I mean, really think about it. It was
therapy.
NF that brought us all together, guys, and now we've really been building a community of like-minded individuals. And I see you guys even liking each other's comments and replying back to each other's comments.
That's awesome.
Especially when somebody's talking about anxiety or depression, somebody comes in there and says, "Hey, I deal with the same thing. I feel you," and I love seeing that. I love it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it. We're done with this video.
Yep.
We're going to see you on the next one. And I guarantee you when we see you on the next one, we're going to be just as
Real. Peace,
Later,
guys.
guys.